Probably we should focus on standards of good governance, because this is what we really do in our research training group. We are looking at norms like participation, accountability of the governors. We look at the rule of law as it is implemented in countries. We look at practices of transparency, creating transparency of governance, for instance. These are standards that have been codified mainly in the global north, in the Western countries, and they are propagated by international institutions such as the World Bank or the OECD. And in that process, they have become diffused worldwide. They are now being used in many countries of the world, and they are shaping political expectations of appropriate behavior. And this is what we look at. So the emergence, transformation, diffusion, and also contestation of these standards.
Yes, and when we ask about standards of governance, we also ask for changes in the mode of governance. Traditionally, we have a distinction between governance and government, government being a hierarchical, top-down mode of decision-making and enforcement of law, related to the traditional understanding of the modern state in the Weberian tradition. And what we observe is the inclusion of horizontal relations, networks, NGOs, civic society actors, public-private partnerships, and a change in the mode of governance by including these actors. And we ask what this means for democracy, if this is a chance or a violation of democracy, and that's what we are looking at. I think unique is our particular composition of researchers. The research team includes international relations, political theory, philosophy, law, sociology, political economy. And the particular perspective of all these researchers are involved here, including normative and empirical perspectives, comparative perspectives on the policy field we are looking at, and the normative question of evaluating these processes. What does this do to democracy?
And maybe also something to mention is that we have a vast international network of Mercator fellows. Yeah. So this is our way of including also perspectives from other parts of the world than just Europe. We have a fellow from South Africa, we have a fellow or two fellows from the United States, we have a fellow from Australia, and from a number of European countries, including Central and Eastern European countries. So this is our attempt to adopt a global perspective on the standards question. Only, I don't know if it's only, but it certainly helps. I mean, we have a cooperation here between the TU Darmstadt and Goethe-Universität in Frankfurt since 2007, and we have joint MA programs, and our topic here is closely related to those programs in political theory and in international relations. So there is a long-standing cooperation already in place. So, and most certainly helps and gives a frame to this. But the cooperation as such is actually vital.
Yes, it helps us to include advanced master's students in our program. They can also already get involved in our program and maybe then apply for PhD positions, or just get involved in the questions we are asking in our research project. And I think that is an important surplus. And of course, the variety, the diversity of research perspectives that such a university alliance provides and makes possible is interesting in itself. Yes, as already said, we can offer our PhD students services of both universities. They can profit from the PhD programs and support that we offer at TU Darmstadt and Goethe-University, but they can also choose from a variety of research perspectives. So we have experts in all the fields that we are researching, and this gives the PhD students a good perspective on the variety of questions that are asked within this field.
Yeah, the advantages are really concrete. I mean, we have a graduate school here, which is called Ingenium, and we have one in Frankfurt, it's called Great. And our PhD fellows can use all the offers that there are in these two universities. And I guess this is really a big asset for them, because they can really kind of customize their research training and research skills, social skills, and presentation skills and whatnot. So there is a lot on offer, and they can make good use of that. I will probably not have established any new standards of governance or so, but this is not the goal of that research project either. But we have all these PhD students, and in the end, the success is in their individual projects and successes in the academic world. And I think 2 years in, we really see a lot of progress in projects, and they're going abroad, going to partner universities.
Yes, we had an international kickoff conference, as well as we are planning now a midterm conference and several workshops. And we brought our PhD students in contact with our international networks and the Mercator Fellows that were here. And I think that was really, broadening their horizon and getting them on the track of their dissertation projects. Which are now making good progress, first publications, and we are planning, as I said, the midterm conference, and I think then we will be heading for the second term as well, and then see what happens then. Yeah, maybe the term as such is not so publicly graspable or not so easy to explain, but I think it's really important for the future of democracy that we are researching and asking, and this is something that is really a question that matters a lot to society at the moment. What is the future? Will it be national democracies, or will it be transnational forms of regulation? Will there be a way between technocracy and populism, which might be democratic innovations on different levels of governance, on the local level as well as on the transnational, European, or even global level? And these democratic innovations play a role in our research, especially in the political theory, democratic theory projects, where we research how these standards of governance are also adopted in citizen participation innovations. We have been evaluating for the city of Frankfurt standards of citizen participation. This is something that many municipalities do at the moment. And the fact that there is standardization, so there are ideas of good governance of citizen participation, is something that is interesting for us. We see that much of this is initiated by the executive, so it's executive driven, comes from the administration, involving citizens to get administrative projects up the ground, but also more ambitious involvements in agenda setting, and there are very many modes, different possibilities of including citizens in local government. And the city of Frankfurt started a process in which they involved on a meta level citizens formulating standards for citizen participation. So that was interesting to evaluate, and we see, and you already mentioned this in our report, dangers, that this is just a symbolic legitimation policy initiative and a real effect on democratic socialization, if you get people involved that are not attached to politics, that do not usually participate, this is really a surplus. And to also mention that it's not a danger but a supplement for representative democracy. So sometimes you ask, is this not then doubling what representatives are doing? No, it should really be understood that citizen participation is something that supplements representative processes.
But regarding our project, I think we have to reckon somehow with the fact that standards of good governance are coming under attack worldwide, and even including countries such as the United States at the moment, where these standards, at least we thought, were really deeply ingrained. And what we see now is that we have a populist administration, populist presidents who really try to overturn many of these achievements, to undermine actively the rule of law and the separation of powers and so on. So this is something we have to reckon with. And in terms of our project, we have been thinking a lot about the contestation of standards of good governance and resistance against it. But in the beginning, we were thinking rather about challenges arising like from the global south, saying that these standards are being imposed by northern actors and so on. So this kind of critique. But in fact, they are also challenged a lot from the populist right, populist movements and parties in many countries, including also here in the EU. So that is something we have to reckon with in some way. Maybe in the second part of the project, we can focus a bit more on that.
Yeah, that's really a new perspective that we realized. We were starting from contestation of standards from a progressive perspective, and we see that there is really a regressive dynamic that is unfolding, and this is something we would definitely include in the future in continuing the project, which really gives a new dimension, and and also the chance to recruit a new cohort of PhD students then for the second continuation of the research training group.